What's that? Oh. I know. Not much room. But make yourself at home. Listen, you're gonna have to get used to life on the road. You can only take with you what you're willing to leave behind. You understand? Well, anyhow, you must be the one them Winchester boys always talking about. Is that right? Well, no offense, but you don't look like much. Drink. Vodka. I hope that's alright. Well, when you live life on the road, as well, you learn to make the most of the small pleasures. I'll put that there. Otherwise, you're liable to go insane. Prost. Oh, mercy. Now, I hope that you don't mind in the confines of my own trailer that I like to partake in a smoke or two. So, how did you meet Sam and Dean Winchester? Well, in the hunter world, you will find it is about quid pro quo. Now, those boys, what does it, Papa, happen to owe me, and I happen to owe them. So you find it is a never-ending circle of personal debt. But you don't need to worry about that right now, do you? You need to worry about fighting things that shouldn't be. Fighting things that shouldn't exist. Now, I'll tell you, for free, I don't think that you'll be sharing this with no one, right? In fact, I think that you are fully aware of what is at stake here. And hopefully you know how to handle a steak too. Sort of cook one, huh? What I'm saying is, you can't tell nobody about the stuff that we're going to talk about today, okay? You need to swear a solemn oath that when you enter the world of hunters, that is a world you do not share. Now the boys, they got their personal reasons for going into this. They got familial lineage, things like that. What about you? You got reasons? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. I don't need to know. I don't need to hear about them. The Winchester boys have asked me to acclimate you to what lies ahead, to tell you about some of the things that you are no doubt going to confront, no doubt going to kill, and no doubt, things that are going to try to kill you. And these things, they're all different. They're all unique. And unfortunately for you, the way you kill them is unique too. But first and foremost, the thing that you're going to have to deal with the most, the thing that is going to be an obstacle to you throughout any investigation, any hunt, are people. Now, I've been doing this a while now, too long. Now I'm very good. Those Winchester boys, man, if you fight or hunt like them, then you're in trouble, and you'll probably be seeing a lot more of me. But time and time again, the biggest obstacle to completing a hunt are people. People don't want you in their business. People don't believe in things like this. People don't want to believe in things like this. You understand? So the best thing you can do, lie. I mean, bend the truth. You're going to have to come up with some pretty nifty identification. Pretend to be a cop. Work the leads you have. Make friends. Friends who you trust, not necessarily who you tell everything to. You understand? Huh. I see that your eyes are quicker than your looks. That's right. I'm a man of letters. Do you know what that means? It's okay. I'll tell you anyway. The man of letters were formed in the 1950s. We represent a group of people who know about this stuff. That was a British organization. I am British. They moved over here. A lot of the people you meet who are people of letters are going to be rude. They're not going to think, as a hunter, you're worthy of knowledge. But I ain't like that. I think share alike. You got the same goals as me. You got the same objectives. So I respect that. And I'm willing to share with you what little I know. But you got to keep an eye out for the men of letters. They appropriated the universal hexagram. It's a seal of Atlantis. Aquarian style. Whatever. Film. You name it. Lots of different things. You see it, just be cautious. Not everyone's as friendly as I am. Speaking of friendly, tempt you to another drink. Nope. Rude to let a man drink on his own, but fine. Yeah. I got the symbol tattooed on my arm. Represents the covenant I have with the men of letters. Represents my loyalty to them therein. Don't mean nothing though, just symbols. But as you'll learn, symbols Prost. They have power. Let's talk monsters, huh? That's why you're here. Let's see. Let's start how any good story begins at the end. Now, are you familiar with the Wendigo or Wendigo? That's right. It's a Cree Indian word. It means evil, devours, something like that. Now, the thing about Wendigos is they used to be humans. That's right. And the legend goes, from the indigenous people that in times of famine or in times of great cold, someone would eat the flesh of their own and they become Wendigo. Now they sound like critters, but they ain't. In fact, gosh darn it, where I leave my pen. Yeah. They're big suckers, and they're usually hundreds, if not thousands years old. With that comes expertise. They are masterful hunters. Oh boy. And it's very easy under those circumstances for the hunter to become the hunted. Their only weakness, this old bad boy here, fire. They are plain lily livers when it comes to fire. You can put a Wendigo off its prey, and they are natural hunters. They will hunt to death. They see a spark, not light, fire. They'll run like curs back to their mama. And it's worth mentioning that these are different things to skinwalkers. You understand? Anasazi symbols is what works. Where was I? Let's draw a couple for you. Back on the damn room on my desk. I'm just going to scribble it through down for you. Right? And these symbols can not only ward off skinwalker, they work on Wendigo too. So you gotta remember that. And this is all indigenous native stuff. So you gotta show deference. You gotta show respect. If you don't show those things, then you do not deserve any damn help. You understand? When dealing with cultures you ain't familiar with, any culture, show respect. Just because you don't understand it don't mean it's right. Okay. One more. So, don't let me lose this again. Alright? These are basic Anasazi symbols. Your eyesight's no good. Here's what I'll do. I'll tear these out. You keep them. Any combination of these will work. Don't you go showing them to no one. Here, take it. Right, Wendigo. Fun little bastards. So, let me see. You encountered any kind of beasties before? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a bit of a chain smoker, by the way. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. So, ghosts. What you know about them, huh? Well, Yes, they are real. Huh? Nah, not that simple. Pros. So, ghosts. Where to begin? They weren't necessarily evil people. You know, evil people don't always become ghosts, and good people don't always go to hell. Maybe they got unfinished business. They live in Vale, kind of between realms, kind of purgatory for people out there. Like I said, unfinished business, maybe. I don't know. Something real bad happened to them. Or they're just real bad. Anyway, something happened to them. Something they couldn't control. And it left them stranded. It's tragic, really. With that in mind, I don't like to think that we kill, slay, eviscerate ghosts. We help them. We help them move on to where they're supposed to be. Capiche? Your primary defense against ghosts, well, it's already in your body. Can you guess what it is? It's right. Two things: salt and iron. Now these things, they won't dispel a ghost. They won't kill it. Get rid of it, whatever. They move on. But they will slow it down a heck of a lot, giving you time to do what you need to do. Now, if you want to manually get rid of a ghost, you gotta salt, and then you gotta burn the bones. Now I know that sounds pretty hectic, but that's just how you do it, you understand? So salt on its own slows it down. Iron, anything made of iron works. That can stop it in its tracks for a while. But you want to get rid of that sucker, you gotta burn and salt the bones. There are other ways you can do it too. For example, it might be the case that perhaps your ghost or your ghoulie is haunting an object. If that's the case, the simple solution to it is to destroy said haunted object. That way, setting the ghost free. Another way to help the ghost, if applicable, mind you, and by far my personal preferred methodology, is to simply help the ghost resolve whatever it is he or she or they have been up against. See? Let's say that there's a ghost dog, yeah, and that ghost dog could never find its owner. Sad, huh? You wouldn't want to go around salting and burning that poor dog's bones just because he couldn't find his owner, right? No, of course not. You want to help the pup, huh? Well, that's where this methodology comes in. This modus operandi. You can help the dog find its owner. Okay? If the dog finds the owner, whether dead or whatever, take the dog, goes to the grave. Dog goes woof woof, goes up to doggy heaven or hell, whatever. That makes sense? But your most important defense against ghosts. Iron and salt. Comprende? Good. Now I feel like we're cooking with gas, huh? And speaking of gas, can you smell anything funny like it? Yeah, it's just me. Alright, so we're talking about doggies a little bit. Going to doggy heaven and all that kind of stuff like that, right? Let's talk about big dogs. So you got two real nasty dogs you gotta look out for. One of them, black dogs. The dogs of hell. Don't worry too much about them. You'll only encounter them if you get in some real deep doggy doo-doo. You understand? They are here to bring those to hell who are due to go. You got a date with the devil, then you're probably fine. But the other type of doggy, again, cousin, skinwalker, lycanthrope. You know what that is? Werewolf. Good old-fashioned "oh" at the moon. Yeah, kill werewolf. Traditional. Silver works. I'll let you on a little secret. In fact, let me help you out a little bit more than that. This book, old, crappy book. Jeez. This is a book from the men of letters. This book contains all known cures, counter cures, and information about disease. Now, this is Black Death here, okay? There's not many people know it was a magical thing that happened. Stuff like that just don't come out of the water, come out of rats, you know? And my forefathers cured the Black Death by burning a city. Anyway, I want you to have this book. In it are cures for a number of known ailments. Syphilis, common cold, but it also contains a very secret cure. A cure that was only found within the recent century. A cure for lycanthropy. Men of letters cured lycanthropy. But that's kind of our little secret. Anywho, this book will do you well when trying to help people who might have maladies or issues that perhaps require a physiology or a medical expertise that is beyond the realms of science. I'll put it in your go bag. There you go. So, lycanthropes. The important thing to remember is that they are people. Some of them can control their impulses, others are completely beholden to them, but they are people. So if you can cure them, you can help them. And by Jove, why wouldn't you? Well, it reminds me of vampires. Those bloodsuckers. Oh, they're people too. Now, there ain't no cure for vampirism, and your traditional hoodoo and voodoo won't work. Everything you read in your Bram Stoker books or your Pope fiction that ain't good either, I'm afraid. Now, one thing you can do with a vampire, slow them down. You give them a taste, not of your blood. Never give them your blood. Those suckers, they're infectious too, you know. They're quick to spread their disease. Their disease. Hemophilia, corpus, hemophilia, all bad, yeah, but you give those suckers a little taste of the dead man's blood. You put those to sleep, you know, they like fall asleep into a torpor. Hold on. Dead man's blood, not living. You can tell dead man's blood. Heavy, dark, clotted, arterial blood, the fresh stuff, right? Almost tasty looking, if you ask me. But these little vials will go a long way to helping you to vanquish the vampire. But don't forget what I said. They are people too. Say no Buffy the Vampire Slayer. These aren't demons who've taken over people and made them go all funny faced, evil looking. This is serious stuff. They are people afflicted with a disease. Which is why, where applicable, and where possible, and where a lot of hunters falter because they're so kill crazy, you should help people if you can, if you understand. And just because a person is ill don't mean you shouldn't help them. Now, speaking of demons, you're gonna meet some. It's as simple as that. Let's see. Bible. Always helpful to have around. Do you mind if I finish off there? Thank you. Got a thirst on. Come on. Half a roast. All right. Let's see. All right. Now, demons. See this? What do they say? Liber nomino. Don't ask me. What they still imply. It's written in Latin and French. Translated from Latin to French, not translated into English. It's very useful, huh? So, j'ai parlé-vous français un peu, and let's look in here. This book, Liber Nominos, is a list of every demon's name. Now, demons, They are the result of human souls going to hell. And when they go to hell, they aren't having a tequila party down there. They aren't having fun. They're being tortured for eternity. For good reason, might I add. These souls that go to hell, they don't go there by accident, anything like that. Malice aforethought. Killers. Monsters. Bad guys. Demons, sometimes, they can make it back to Earth. Let's take a look. Old books. Yeah, here we go. So, what we got here? The humanity is drained out of them. They're bled of it through torture until they can no longer recall what it was to be human. So if they get their little butts back up here, it is a whole world of chaos, carnage. They have no delight in human life, only delight in destruction. You got different types you want to look out for. White-eyed demons. White. They got white eyes. They're second in command in terms of the infernal military. Second to only Morning Star, Lucifer himself. They're the chief of staffs. You got a few names in here. Now, if you meet one of these guys, oh boy, you in for a world of hurt. Yellow-eyed demons, not to be trusted. They are generally considered to be army generals. Red-eyed demons. You know, I've always had a soft spot for red-eyed demons. They're the bargain makers. They're the ones where try to make a deal with you, you know. Think of them like realtors. Only a little less evil. They're the ones who are going to meet you at a crossroads. Give you all the skills you need to be the best guitar player in the world. And then damn your soul when you're 27. Don't make a deal with them. Find these suckers something else. Now your basic kind, 5 soldi, is your black-eyed demons. These are the ones who come up here trying to kick up a fuss, swinging their nether regions to show off to the big boy that they're good enough to be higher in the ranks. Now you gotta fight them in special ways. Usually they have inhabited a person. What that means is that if you kill a person, well, bully for you. You just murdered someone. Best way to deal with them is to know their name and to perform an exorcism. You've done one before? No. There are 2 that you're here. Take the lead phenomena. I know these suckers' names anyhow. It'll help, trust me. If you know their name, you know their game. If you know their game, you know why they came. Right. Where was I? Exorcism. Okay. here we go. So there are two. I'm going to read them straight from the sheet. Yeah, give you the transcript. All right. Whoa. Smoke in the eye happens to the best of us, huh? Exorcism number 1. Now this is the one that you will hear your Winchester boys reciting all the damn time to their heart's content. Regna terrae cantate Deo, Salte Domino, per calum antiquas, glory patri. Me, I'm more into the old school exorcisms. Archangels, Kia Song, protects you close to your heart. You feel pain. Huh? Let me tell you, being possessed by a demon is constant pain. You know someone's possessed. You exorcise that bladder out. Send back to hell. Exorcismus te, omnis immundus spiritus, omnis satanica potestas, omnis incursio infernalis adversari, omnis legio, omnis cogratio et secta diabolica, ergo omnis legio diabolica iteremus te, cessa desfere humanus critaris esque eternae perditionis venenum propinare, keeping up, vade satana inventor et magister omnis felicae, hostis humana salutis, humilare sub potenti manu Dei, contramisque et fuge, invocato nobis sancto et terribili nomine, quam inferni tremund, ab insidious diaboli, liber nos domine, ut ecclesiam tuum security facius libertate severe terrogamus audi nos. Now, it don't matter, not for much, if you can't remember that off by heart. What I used to do is record it, one little dictaphone, and play it when I needed to. Even the intent of the exorcism can be successful at dispelling the demon from the body of the victim. Anywho, demons are an inevitable part of being a hunter. They are our equivalent. They are our apex predator. In the hunt, the demon is the one you seek. But I don't like ending on no sour note. Think about demons. So, you ever read the book Monsters, Monstreur? It's a good book. That is an imp. This is it. Monstreur. Big old tome. I always say that when you see a book bound in black, it's bound to be bad. So this book contains a bestiary of all the monsters we know of. Let's choose one at random. Let's go to B. Banshee. Banish. Deport. Proscribe. Rusticate. kinds of information in here. Let's talk about banshees. You've been to the Emerald Isle. Do you want to hear my Irish accent? Top of the morning to you. Pretty good, huh? Anyhow, banshees are spirits that scream from the Gaelic tradition. Gaelic is the language they talk over there in Ayr. Now, they are like ghosts a lot of time, but those European spirits and stuff, they're a little bit different than ones we got over here in the U.S. Gold stops the banshee, and some Celtic blood magic. I'm telling you this because this is one of the reasons why you need to take into account cultural differences. A Spanish ghost is different to an American ghost. An Irish ghost is different to, I don't know, Russian ghost. What you got to do is read, learn, adapt, and survive. I'm getting tired. Now, Dean told me that you were out here on a hunt. Is that right? What I want you to do is come back here after you were successful at prey hunt and tell me how you got on, what you faced, and if anything I told you today helped you in any small way. Just before you go, this is graveyard dirt, a big satchel of it. You'll know what to do with it. Here, catch. And that's about a wrap, I think. What? Were you expecting a kiss goodbye? You didn't even drink your vodka. Prost. And I hope and I wish you every success in your first inaugural hunt. Just do me a favor, kid. Don't die. I don't want another damn ghost or demon to hunt. You hear?